Good morning, everyone. Years ago, I bought this deck. It's called the Carolyn Miss Archetype cards. And it's not like other decks, like you can't just shuffle them and lay them out and read them. What you uh, actually do with them is you go through all of the cards which contain archetypes, and you choose the archetypes that you resonate with. So, for instance, addict. And what Carolyn Myth says is that there's actually four archetypes that we all have. And they are the child, um, and there's actually various different child archetypes, but I believe there's eternal child, dependent child, all these ones. So you do choose one of those. The victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute. We all have those. And then you go through and you choose um, an additional amount to come up with 12. So 8 more to come up with 12. And then what you do is you, I just cut some cards like this, and you put number 1 to 12 on them. And with your 12 cards, you lay them out upside down so that you can't see them, like this. And you shuffle these cards as well and have them upside down so that you can't see them. And what you're doing is you're allowing your unconscious to guide you. You're allowing your oversoul or your higher consciousness to guide you. And you lay the numbers out on top of the 12 cards. And what that does is it tells you in which house of your astrology chart that the archetype is playing out. And I have to tell you, I was really blown away when I did this. And I find that it's a powerful way to work with your astrology chart and the archetypes, because many people don't understand Venus trining Saturn, and I mean, it's gobbledygook, but everybody understands archetypes. That's why they are archetypes. They are the things that are in our world that basically um, are the salient kind of energies that play out. So there's a whole bunch of them. King, thief, artist. And what she does is she actually puts in some cards, blank cards, in the event that you have an archetype that isn't here, that you want to include, or, and I actually did that. So my 12, I have one here. It's called The Wife of Noble Character. The Wife of Noble Character. And this is actually an archetype. Well, the wife of noble character is in the Bible. She's this like superwoman that is described in Psalms, and I can't remember the number of it. She's actually just this amazing woman who's beautiful, who's like in charge of her household, who has a husband and children and servants, and she's just ordering them all around, and she's taking care of the field. She's doing this, she's doing that, and a lot of people, I guess, um, in the because each archetype actually has a shadow and a positive expression, or a light expression. So the idea is to work with them to get to the light expression and to recognize your shadow. So the shadow is just like over giving, overdoing, doing everything, um, having this like need for perfection. And so in many of my lifetimes, I have been a wife and a mother, and have overdone things, and have a remembrance of being married to a very powerful person who then died, and then I committed sati, which is, and this was in an Indian or Nepal, around that area, lifetime, so that I sacrificed my life and gave up my life and my children and everything for my dedication to religion and to my husband. So this is a very powerful one for me, and it's why I'm not married in this lifetime. Though I don't know. Yeah. So, anyways, that. This is a big one for me to work with. Doesn't necessarily mean I won't marry, but it's a one where one day last year when I was just meditating, this energy of Sekhmet came in. It was just a YouTube video that I was watching or listening to, watching and listening to, and following along with. And Sekhmet was in the meditation. And then I was starting to fall asleep. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to do this meditation until I feel better or awake. And in my dream or in the night, this Sekhmet energy came through to me and was like, you better do this. And I was like really shocked and surprised. And Sekhmet is the Egyptian cat goddess. It's very cat energy. And then when I did do the meditation, I had this shocking realization that I had made a promise to never marry. And that has to do with this. Just sort of floated out of my mouth. I will never marry, one of these things that you say, and then you have to go through and really consider, is that a contract you want to keep throughout all lifetimes, and work with it. So that's part of this shadow energy for me. Anyways, I think it's a really powerful way to work with your astrology chart. What you do is you lay it out, and this actually, this one ended up in my first house. Do I have the chart here? I guess I don't. I probably have a picture of it, and maybe I'll post it. Although it's maybe a bit hard to follow, but you can get an example. And so then once you have these laid out, when you have an issue, you then take your 12 cards and you shuffle them, and you do the same thing. And they come up differently, of course, with the numbers. And what that speaks to is the issues around your archetypes that you're working with right now. And how I see that is, it's like all of your natal chart, all of the energies in your natal chart are there when you were born. And then those planets, as the planets go around the chart in terms of transits, they touch on. So Saturn is going to move, and it's going to conjunct maybe your Venus. And the energy from the Saturnian energy from your chart makes its way around to that Venus, and that Venus Saturn energy archetype is ignited in that specific time. And so that's how that plays out. And so it can be a really powerful way to dive deep into really understanding what's going on currently, and also the archetypes that are playing out. And it's a powerful way to just tap into it. And then you can journal or work with it in various ways to resolve. So I'm bringing this up because it's a lot of energy in Pisces right now, and I think it's a very powerful time to work with the unconscious. I've been having some crazy dreams, like since the nodes went into Pisces. I've been dreaming in Technicolor every night, And so I'm actually going to work with these today and dive into my subconscious. But I wanted to share that with you because it is a powerful way to work with both through astrology and archetypes. And if you're interested, you can message me and find out how you can do that as well. All right, have a great day.